Hi everybody and welcome to this brand new video. So in today's video I'm gonna list for you the best 7 programming languages for me to learn in 2021. So let's get started. At the 7th place we have SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language. We often pronounce it SQL, and not as the other languages in this list. It's not done for writing programs, but it just sends the requests and queries to a database server, which for example can be PostgreSQL, Microsoft's SQL Server. We have also MySQL and SQLite 3. And of course, all the well-known companies like Google, Amazon, Dropbox, Netflix, and also other social media apps, they all use databases to store their users' data, and every post you like or everything, it's stored as an SQL. My preferred SQL server personally is PostgreSQL, and I use it a lot in my apps that I make. And the average salary of a SQL developer is ranging between 70k and 90k in US. Actually, the salaries that I'm gonna say in this video might change depending on your location and your country. And at the 6th place we have C and C++. I made this two at the same place because they're actually similar, but C++ is just C but a little bit more developed and with object-oriented programming integrated. Alright, so C is a low-level programming language, which means to learn it you must have a good understanding of how computer works and all the low-level stuff. It means also it interacts with the computer directly, the opposite of high-level languages like Python and all the other stuff that I'm gonna list in today's video. And actually, this actually affects on the performance. For example, Python and JavaScript might be slower than C or C++. Of course, that will affect on a social media app or something like this that doesn't require a lot of speed. But on the other hand, for example, video editing softwares, special effects softwares, and all this stuff should be written either C or C++, or your PC will explode. And also, operating systems are commonly programmed using C++ or C. And the average salary of a C++ developer is actually ranging between 90k and 100k a year. And C is something similar to this. And the 5th programming language in our list is Swift, which was introduced by the Apple Inc. to develop products for Mac OS, tvOS, watchOS, iOS, and Linux as well applications. And it's a general purpose and multi-paradigm and compiled programming language. And actually, Apple had its own C-inspired language, which was Objective-C, which is not in our list because it's kind of dying these days after the introduction of Swift by Apple. And Objective-C was introduced in 2014, but they actually decided to introduce a more modern programming language and easier to learn, which was Swift. And the average salary of a Swift developer is actually 80k a year, but it can reach sometimes up to 120k a year, which is amazing. And the 4th place we have Golang, which was created at Google in 2009, and this is a general purpose programming language, which makes it really easy to produce some efficient systems and softwares. The average salary of a Go developer is actually about $110k a year, and which is high. And for this, Golang is actually considered at the top paying programming language for almost 4 years from now, because a lot of other companies like Uber and Netflix and Dropbox, even if Google created Golang, but these companies to use it nowadays. In the third place, we have Java programming language, which is really popular and well known, and it's often used for mobile development and for backend development as well. For its well-known libraries like Spring, which is well-known and popular for backend devs and for creating APIs as well. By the way, Java is totally different than JavaScript, even if they have almost the same name, but there is a huge difference between them. For example, the difference here is that Java can run a lot of smaller tasks simultaneously. However, on the other hand, JavaScript can only run using one thread. There was a lot of difference between them. And Java runs on the Java Virtual Machine, JVM, which allows it to be compatible with a lot of platforms, and it is actually compatible with 3 billion devices around the world. And however, recently, some programming languages like Kotlin and Scala could actually also run on this Java Virtual Machine, but that doesn't mean that Java won't be anymore on our lists. And there's over 9 million developers around the world that can code in Java programming languages. And the average salary of a Java developer is actually $170K a year. And at the second place, we have Python programming language, which is, by the way, my favorite programming language. But why did I make it at the second place? You will know later while knowing the first place. Python is a general-purpose, high-level programming language, which is an interpreted programming language. Python allows you to do web development and more specifically backend dev. For example, you can use its libraries, for example, Flask library or Django or even Bazel. This one is actually not well known and popular, but Python is actually recently well known for data science and machine learning, deep learning, AI, because of its really good libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, Keras, and the list is really big. And the average salary of a Python expert could reach 100K a year. And in the first place, we have JavaScript programming language, which actually can help you a lot when creating interactive web pages, when creating APIs for backend dev as well using Node.js, and it has a lot of frameworks, well-known frameworks like React.js, AngularJS, Vue.js, Vanilla.js, and the average salary of a JavaScript developer could reach $110K a year. And why I put JavaScript at the first place and not Python, my favorite programming language? Because this one actually is pretty essential for web dev, which I'm an expert at web dev. It actually has a lot of uses, a lot of use cases. For example, even video games, you can use JavaScript for this. While Python has a little bit of limited uses, even if you can actually use it for video games, but I think personally JavaScript is actually more efficient at these use cases. So I put JavaScript on the first place because I actually regretted why not learning JavaScript at first rather than Python. Actually, I know that Python is actually more beginner friendly more than JavaScript for its simple syntax. However, JavaScript is actually more essential if you want a good career. So that was the end of our video. If you like, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.